We are live.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
Hello,
hello.
everybody. Let's see. They did mention something about last time everybody being a little too quiet, so I'm going to boost all of our audio a little bit. There we go. I have boosted everybody's audio.
The people loved your new logo.
It's just for Halloween.
I'm gonna miss it. It's so nice.
Let's see. I'm currently drawing the last frame, or not the last, well, the last shot of the opening to the whole thing, which we're going to be showing later on in the stream.
Nice. Nice.
Literally on the last shot.
Literally. Happy early Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, it's
the spookiest time of the year.
Happy early Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. Hopefully I can get this shot done soon so we can have some Halloween fun instead of just waiting for me to get some storyboards done.
Welcome to the Diwali stream.
Yeah.
Diwali ki shubhkamnaएं.
Silence.
There we go. Pose one.
You can do it, Nathan.
Let's see. All right, looking like we're gonna need 4 poses to get this whole motion done. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Project seems to take too long. Yeah,
Yeah,
one
no
step at a
kidding.
time. Tiptoe at a time.
Yep.
And said also black screen.
Yeah, I
dog.
know. I don't want to.
It gives you that spooky vibe.
It's the literally the last shot, and I don't want to spoil it, and I have no idea what else to put there. That's why I panicked and I just put like a black screen. I could probably dig up. Since they like the logo so much, I can make them hate it. I can dig up the logo file itself and just make them stare at that for a while.
No.
Do 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 do.
What did it sound like if they had My Life as a Teenage Robot jingle in a Halloween form?
Well, the Jenny's instrument would still be there because that's classically used as a Halloween creepy thing. Woo woo, you know that thing.
Yeah.
The theremin.
Theremin. Yep, that's the word.
are you guys gonna do for Halloween? Me? I'm gonna do a parade, as
Evident-
always.
While I prefer to stay at home and scare kids as they come up and to get candy, this year apparently I'm going to be going trick or treating for the first time since 4th grade.
But what?
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. But like apparently,
Yeah.
like originally I was gonna go to a party with a bunch of people, you know, but then those people decided that they didn't want to go to the party anymore, and they just decided they just want to go trick or treating. And since I'm still in that group, you know, it's kind of like I kind of got to go with it.
Mm. I have my own Halloween tradition, which is get hammered and play Luigi's Mansion.
Sounds like a unique tradition.
Oh, I mean, I have a thing for candy, so I'll do whatever it takes
Mm.
to get it. I might do some trick or treating, maybe. Sounds fun. Ain't Halloween yet. Yeah, not until a few more days. What is it, Thursday?
Yep, this week's
I
Thursday.
think so.
Next week, Halloween's gonna be, or not next week, next year, Halloween's gonna be so ballin'. It's gonna be on a Saturday. Thank you, leap year.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be so much fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna do something.
And yet has been hotels coming tomorrow.
Oh, that's
Nice.
right.
Really?
Hasbin Hotel's coming out tomorrow too. Yeah.
My gosh. It's about time. You know, I waited like, what, like 9 years?
Has it really been? Have they really been in production for 9 years, or is that just like an
I'm just
exaggeration?
messing. It's probably
Okay,
like
I was like,
5
wow.
years. Hey, videos for probably 9 years, man. Pop, she kept it going, keeping that hype vibe.
Mm.
Those are the hype train.
You guys gonna hate me, but I need to mute.
Kudos to her.
I need to mute everyone for a split second here so I can listen to this audio and make sure it's synced and not spoil it. So give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, I know where to. I don't need to make sure it's synced anymore. I know where everything needs to be now.
Hmm?
Now I just need for this one to zoom. Ah, that's not what I needed. Now. Alright, I have completed the drawing portion of this animatic, and now I have to bring it into Final Cut real fast and add some text, and then we'll be able to premiere the opening scene to Activation Day.
Woo, woo!
Nice.
It's only just exported now. I've already saved it.
How do you export a video? Like, how is that done? Is there a specific way to do it?
What? You mean like... I'm sorry, I don't really
What's
understand
the
the
best
question.
way to save? What's the best way? Like, if I want to make like an animation, a small animation, how would I save it? Like, what type of file does it have to be?
I think it
Be a,
depends on what program you
Oh,
use.
it's also completely dependent on what type of quality video you want. If you want something like so the thing that I always go with, because it is so easy to work with and it doesn't take up much room, I export to QuickTimeMovie.mov with an H.264 codec, because that's a compressed. Granted, it is not a lossless codec. It compresses the file, but it keeps the visual quality pretty much intact. And like I said, you can get some really large videos for very small amounts of data with that. However, the only downside is that it doesn't hold transparent values. So if you're exporting something like an animation or something that needs to be layered on top of something later, you want to go with a different codec. But I still usually use .mov, and I just use a different codec that equals a larger file but preserves the transparency codec, or the transparency values. That being said, how to export is completely dependent on what program you're using, what Eric said. Like Storyboard Pro here literally just says there's a file export button and you just, go through this process there. And then, but other programs like Final Cut, for instance, doesn't have a file export, but it has a media share, and it's the exact same thing. It's rendering and exporting. It's the exact same thing. They just call it something different.
Really?
So.
Now with Adobe Animate, you've got to export it into a Swift file and then convert it using a program called Swivel. But I don't remember what I usually convert it to because I haven't done much animation in a while.
Just starting to get into it. That's why. Hard. It's really hard. It's time consuming.
I should. I also need to clarify for the people in the chat right now. This is the first scene of Activation Day. We do not have the entire animatic ready just yet. This is the completion of the first scene, like the first It's a 3-minute scene, give or take a few seconds. So it is gonna be a treat. So it's not like we're giving you nothing here, but it is not the entire thing yet. Big question is, will this series be rendered in 4K? No, it will not. 1080p is the highest we're going. That is because while 4K has its benefits with live action film, it's completely pointless with animation. I would argue. I would honestly argue that in a large thesis, that especially with 2D, 3D, I guess you can make a claim that you can get some better textures and particles to render with 4K. But with 2D, you don't need 4K whatsoever. you can get away with just being 1080p. And Jenny Wakeman says 1080p and 1080i are the same resolution. Same resolution, yes, but not the same type of playback. 1080p, it's because, okay, so 1080p uses standard pixels and standard frames, and that is generally the preferred viewing method. 1080i stands for, I'm fairly certain, interloping. I want to make sure. Integration, I think, is another one that it might stand for. I want to hold on. 1080i. I know what I forgot the name of it, but it's what it does is that it. So 1080p is the progressive scan mode. So it appears sharper and it lets you see those pixels as those frames as they are. 1080i is different because yes, that's what I thought. It's interlacing. I said interloping. Interlaced scan. That's what the I stands for. It stands for interlaced scan. And what that does is that it does this weird thing where it combines 2 frames together, and it creates this weird fusion of it to help. I think the pointness is to help the movement, but filmmakers hate it because it always results in these weird lines that go across the screen as you're watching the video if you look out for them. And because of that, a lot of filmmakers will tell you to ditch interlacing completely and just go with progressive scans. And I'm one of those people. I would say I don't see the point of interlace scans because it kind of harms the viewing experience. I think it's supposed to like decrease the amount of data in storage, but like I said, I don't see the point. I would say fine, have a little bit more storage space for a progressive scan. Don't ruin your image with these weird interlaced lines.
If you've ever played like a GameCube game on a HD TV, it'll give you the option to play in progressive scan mode. I'll say yes.
Yeah. It's still exporting the animatic stuff. I still have to get it into the program. Still generating. We'll get there. In the meantime, I should probably finally get this black screen out of here and actually make and finally have something for them to look at. So I'll open up Photoshop here, and this is Halloween, so we're going to be drawing some Halloween spooky images, and some, because last year we did Jenny in a costume. Now today I do not have time to do a nice, I wish I did, because Halloween I just love, although it isn't Halloween, is it? So I guess if I did it, I might.
It's Diwali.
Yeah,
it's Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights.
Yeah, I might have some time to refine it by the time Halloween rolls around. Maybe. All right. So let me I'm opening up a new Photoshop file.
So just draw Jenny with the Shiva swords, only replace the swords with sparklers, and you got a Diwali poster.
So last year we did. Does anybody remember the runner-up for last year's costume contest? We can't do a zombie this year because we did a zombie last year. All right, I'm gonna open up a new window.
That was a whole year ago.
I know.
Oh.
You know what?
I have an idea. What's it called?
I bet
the
the
Headless
Twitter's
Horseman.
I bet the Twitter's poll still exists. Actually, I'm gonna go check it out, and I wanna. We should. Well, obviously, we should open up a new poll for this year, but just to see what the runner-up was last year. Photoshop. Here we go. Now you're not looking at. No, I don't think the werewolf was the runner-up. I think that was in the vote, but I do not think the werewolf was the runner-up. What was... Going to Twitter right now to check our poll.
We have to do the Headless Horseman.
Here we go. Yep. All right. The runner-up for last year was Vampire Bat. So we drew Jenny. We drew Jenny as like a hybrid of a monster bat and a vampire. Yeah, all robotic, of course, but you know. So we can do that again. We can do that. The runner-up. We can also do a creepy doll. We can also do Day of the Dead skeleton. We can also just do some general other Halloween sketches where we can throw that in the poll too. Let's see. Okay. First things first. Let me get the blue. down. There we go.
Our Wakeman looks so goofy in a front profile view.
Yeah, she does.
Never
I
seen that
learned that the
before.
hard way. Let's see. Okay, so let's. I don't think the sketches even exist anymore. But all right, so let's see. Let me open up a straw poll right now, so we don't waste any time. Because I think one caveat of last year is that we drew all the sketches immediately, and I don't think this year we're gonna have time, since we're gonna have that broadcast. Oh my gosh, it's taken forever to generate this movie. Hurry up.
Wah, wah, wah.
I can't do any trickery because I modified a little bit at the beginning too, so I have to do the full video. All right. This brush sucks. It's not registering. Let's just get some general brushes in here so I can just start sketching, for crying out loud. Thank you. There we go. Okay, what's first on the list? Let's do... All right, everybody, right now in the chat, shoot out some Halloween Jenny ideas. What costume she's gonna wear this year for the special pick? I should really get back into doing Halloween or holiday images, shouldn't I? I kind of fell off after St. Patty's Day this year. Okay, let's see. We're gonna have Vampire Bat. We're gonna carry over the results from last year. We're gonna have Day of the Dead Skeleton. We're gonna have Creepy Doll. And I think I'm gonna add Clown to that because the Creepy Doll would be drawn pretty much exactly like the Clown. Because they're both robotic. You can't really, can't really think of a way to do a Creepy Doll that doesn't look like a clown. And when you draw a robot clown Jenny, and she's still a robot, it's gonna look like a creepy doll at the same time. So it's gonna be a creepy doll clown. And now someone wants to do a werewolf. I already saw that. Okay. Everybody throw out some options in the chat there. Frankenstein. We already did zombie last year, so we're not. Zombie is disqualified this year. Maybe next year we'll do a zombie again, but this year's zombie is disqualified because we did it last year.
Disqualified!
Medusa Jenny. That sounds interesting. I'm gonna add that.
Whoa.
Jenny is Frankenstein. We did that. We sketched that last year, and it turned out really boring. Like, I mean, I guess I can throw it on, but fair warning, it did turn out the sketch kind of turned out boring last year. Keep hitting the Discord when I'm trying to get back to the live stream chat. I just close the Discord then. Wait! I'm stupid. I'm really stupid. Oh my god. I'm a right stupid person. There we go. I was real stupid there. How is this still? This is taking bloody forever. It's still at the same exporting spot. I feel like I'm gonna have to export two different versions of the thing. Okay, more off. Yeah, so I was stupid and I closed the Discord window. It's open now again. I don't know what Visco Girl Jenny means. I have never heard of that term. Oh, so it seems to be young, usually white woman who posts trendy pictures of herself edited on the app Visco. That doesn't really seem like a costume for Halloween. So yeah, no Visco girl. Let's something Halloween. Vampires, werewolves, Frankenstein, mummies. Although a mummy we also found out last year that a mummy Jenny is also kind of boring. Although I guess we didn't try to add a pharaoh hat or something. We just did it the whole wrapped up in bandages. I guess we could play with some Egyptian clothing if we did a mummy. Mad Scientist Jenny. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have this one be the last one in there. We have 7 options now. All right. We have our options. We have a vampire bat. We have a Day of the Dead skeleton. We have a creepy clown doll. We got a werewolf. We got a Medusa Jenny. We got Frankenstein. And we got a mad scientist Jenny. Although, to be fair, I am very much... Actually, I saw something on the chat that I think is way cooler, so I'm gonna actually quickly redo this survey using copy and paste and change one option. I'm gonna change Frankenstein to Egyptian mummy princess or queen.
Ooh.
Egyptian mummy queen. And I'll keep the mad scientist Jenny. Because, like I said, the Frankenstein looks so boring. Frankenstein's monster himself is awesome, but the Frankenstein monster Jenny we sketched last year and we tried to throw in our own flair. It looks really boring. It's literally just Jenny.
What did it look like?
It's literally Jenny discolored with a bunch of stitches all over her and 2 giant lug nuts on her side, on the side of her neck.
All right,
It's not that.
I would not have done that. I would have made.
Woo, you know.
How come you just didn't combine all the XJs together?
That, I guess that's better, but the goal is to have it where Jenny's wearing a costume, you know? Have the Halloween spirit.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
No,
now
it's kind
I
of
got
like
the...
an amalgamation.
Alright, I have the... That might just be a fun, creepy sketch to sketch anyway, but for the Halloween post, we're going for Jenny in a costume, you know, having the fun. Okay, so this is our final poll here. We got a vampire bat, which is like, you know, vampire mostly. We got Day of the Dead skeleton. We got a creepy clown doll. We got a werewolf. We got Medusa. We got the Egyptian mummy queen, and we got mad scientist Jenny. Those are our options. And we will run this poll for about, I would say, 30 minutes before we have to lock one in and start sketching. So, there's the poll. And so, we have about 30 minutes until that poll's... We're not going to look at the results anymore.
You have voted 30 minutes before you're dead.
Now I'm gonna take a
You think
quick...
you look like Vectus?
Are you kidding me? Freaking pick up the pace! It's hardly moved.
Who would have thought animation would take so long?
I don't know why it's taking this long. I didn't even add that much shading. It was just mostly just line work. And a lot of the good portion of it is just like the images, like from the paper storyboards that Sean did. It's like I don't know. It's like all right, I did see it move, so it is moving. So it's not like it's not moving. So that's good. It's just like it's just taking forever. I don't know why it's taking so long. Oh, now it's moving faster. It got over a hump. All right, so it got over. It was just trying to get over a hump. It seemed. Okay. Volva Lap, can I ask about a plot for the reboot? I want to know, will there be a story about Vexus's past? We
That
do.
sounds tough.
All right, yes and no. I say yes because we do have an episode, Activation Day, that deals with the past of a. Ooh, export completed. Okay, I can move this into Final Cut.
Wow.
And I had to get over a hump apparently. I can move this on over into Final Cut and start doing the final tweaks. And then so I can export that and then upload that to YouTube and then we can actually premiere it. All right. Anyway, answering the question. Yes, because we have an episode, Activation Day, that deals with the past of certain characters, Vexus, Jenny, Wakeman, specifically. Just basically how it all started. No, because we have yet to have an episode that, like, which I'm fairly certain is what you're asking, that specifically dives into the past of Vexus, which is like what, like I would assume, like how she became queen or something, or how she became so corrupted or something like that. We don't have an episode like that. We'll throw it in the idea bin if you want us to, but we don't have one yet. I also want to throw up some spooky, royalty-free Halloween music, just for the background. So I can get that in the Wow, it's loud. I'll put that on a loop. I'll just...
Did you plan to do if Viacom tries to strike the project? Run for the hills?
Well, the only thing that they can come out after us with is a trademark violation, because in terms of copyright, we're not using anything from the original show, like in terms of like what they produced. We are using the trademarked characters, which is what that could be, like they could come after us with, but so it's not, wouldn't be really a violation of, if we're really not dealing with a situation of copyright. Copyright is only when you use something that's already tangible and reuse it. Like, say, a violation of copyright would be to use the Imperial March, for instance. Like, that is a copyrighted theme. A character, you can't really copyright a character. You can trademark a character, but it wouldn't be you can't really copyright it. Because a character is more of an idea than it is a tangible thing. You can copyright a drawing of a character. You can copyright a movie that involves the character. You can copyright music that you can listen to about the character. You cannot, however, copyright the character itself. You can trademark it, because a trademark is more of a general claim of ownership that it's basically saying that you plan on using this business-wise and making money off of it, so you do not want competitive similar brands out there, and that's why you trademark it. But yeah, it's different from copyright. That being said, the question itself, what happens if Viacom comes after us? We release what we got and we comply, because it's not like we got lawyers. So that's that answer. I hope they don't. Please don't, Viacom. Anyway.
That would be a nightmare.
Let's see.
That bad.
Okay, so while we're waiting on the straw poll, I can open up Final Cut Pro here and get a move on the actual intro. There you are. So we'll wait a little bit as that loads up. In the meantime, I also want to start closing some programs because my computer's starting to lag up a little bit. You know, come to think of it, the music I'm listening to right now sounds a lot like Teenage Robot music. Or at least the music that's playing for the royalty-free Halloween music right now. Hey, it's royalty-free, we might be able to use it. It's like, if we find it. It's got a nice jingle. Okay. Scene 1, version 3. 1080p, 24 frames per second, stereo for now. Like last time, it's only going to be the music. We have not put in any sound effects yet for this intro. But the music should deliver enough of the story, and should be able to get through it okay. Okay. Okay, there's my test audio. Okay, almost there. I also realized that we will not be having any of the credits yet on this. This is meant to be, this first scene as you're watching it is meant to display some credits, like, oh, starring blah 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 blah, storyboards blah 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 blah, all that jazz. But unless you guys want me to spend an hour trying to time credits to this intro, I am just gonna export it without some credits. The final product will have credits, though. Well, that's odd. That's very odd. What's going on here?
Be on Sunday.
Okay. Well, good news and bad news. I'm gonna go back in to Storyboard Pro. It exported about half of the entire video. So the good news is, though, well, I guess that was the bad news. The good news is, though, the now I can just do some trickery and export the other half that doesn't have the giant hump to get over, that has a bunch of shading, which I think I'm fairly certain I know what shot is taking so long to export. So that being said, I should be able to export this movie. Yeah, it had a range. Damn it. Select. All right, it should have been all. All right, let's see. Where did that range end? Here, let's just do this. File, export, movie. We gotta do a new range. And I'll just make sure I do not select the one that took forever to load. Which was scene 2, scene 2. Everything after scene 2, I can export just fine. Which, well, that sounds like there's more than one scene, but it's just how this program labels things. There we go. Alright, exporting again, this time the rest of it, and now we don't have to get over that giant hump with all the shading, so we can just get through the easy stuff that I assumed it was exporting with ease last time. Because it was getting over that massive hump. And now while that's loading, let's see, we got about 15 minutes left on that poll. So everybody make sure you're voting for it.
15 minutes.
What poll?
I'll share it one more time. Be sure to vote.
Vote now.
What vote?
It's a vote on what we're gonna draw Jenny wearing this year for Halloween.
Oh yeah. Maybe just about Valley.
Let's keep it at 21, 21, 21.
Let's see.
Maybe even Spinell.
Ooh.
Well, our options are Vampire Bat, Day of the Dead Skeleton, Creepy Clown Doll, Werewolf, Medusa, Egyptian Mummy Queen, and Mad Scientist Jenny. And I'll say... Should I say who's currently in the lead? Should I say who's currently in the... Well, I guess it's public knowledge because you can just hit results yourself, so... Well, it is taking forever to load on my
Drastic
end.
changes.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. This is neck and neck. I can't say. Like,
I'm gonna like this one.
The moment I joined, Werewolf was in the lead, but then Medusa quickly overtook it, and now Egyptian Mummy Queen's coming up. Oh, and now Werewolf and Mad Scientist Jenny are tied. Okay, so this is like neck and neck. So this is not gonna have a clear winner.
It was like a three-way tie for the longest time between Werewolf, Medusa, and Mummy Queen. But now Medusa's in the lead.
Okay,
Wait, now Medusa and Mad Scientist are tied.
I am not gonna vote because I'm just gonna draw whatever comes out. But personally, I hope Medusa wins. That's what I hope. But I am not gonna vote myself. I'm going to force quit a couple of these programs, so
21, 21
hopefully...
again. 21, 21, 21.
Oh, now we're back to a three-way tie.
Yeah, this is gonna be a close vote. All right. That being said, has it done? Oh, we're almost done exporting this again. Cool. So we're almost there. In the meantime, I should probably take this opportunity to start editing some of the transitions, so I don't have to do that later. Yeah, it's create the transition. I know what I'm doing.
Just realized that there's a clown doll version.
A what?
Just noticed that you put down for creepy clown doll. Actually sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
not
it,
a fan
like-
of clowns.
Because like let's see, what am I trying to say? I explained it earlier. A robot clown already insanely looks like a doll. And usually when you're drawing a creepy creepy doll, you give it those bright rosy cheeks and those like sunken in eyes and the creepy smile, which go hand in hand with the clown. So it's like you put it would be hard to do a robot clown without making it look like a creepy doll. So you might as well just do a creepy clown doll and just fuse them together, you know?
Yeah. Someone
Alright.
said the word Joker. Speaking of that, who saw the Joker movie?
I haven't yet,
saw
no
it earlier
spoilers.
today, actually.
I haven't yet, no
No
spoilers.
spoilers.
I am very excited to see it because I have heard nothing but good things.
No, me too.
Despite the fact that critics are actually hated the living crap out of it.
Oh no, I saw. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people who gave it negative reviews, but the general consensus between the populace, other than the opinions of a few snooty critics, is that it's a really good movie. So I'm excited to see it.
It is
All
a
right.
really good movie. People are just being cynical.
I heard
Is this the actual Joker from Batman?
well, probably not because
Never knew
I heard
from
it's
the
an
trailer.
I heard it's an Elseworld story.
Oh, really?
No.
I don't think that's actually supposed to tie into any Batman movie or anything like that. I think it's just supposed to be an else. I mean, I heard that, obviously it takes place in Gotham, and obviously the Batman exists in this universe. But
Yeah.
concerning like the DCEU or whatever they're doing with what's his face, the guy from Twilight,
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. I heard that it is not tied to any of that stuff, and it's its own
Yeah,
thing.
no, it's just a standalone Joker movie.
Yeah.
Okay. cool.
I do hope it gets a sequel though.
Let's see. All right, we have.
I'll wait 3 years.
Yep. All right. So this one version exported the full thing. That was just my silly mistake in the beginning to only export a portion of it. Now I just gotta line it up properly.
Isn't there also like a Harley Quinn movie coming out?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a it's supposed to be a Birds of Prey movie, but it's very clear.
Yeah.
It's very clearly they're just doing a Harley Quinn movie, and which is kind of disappointing.
Oh, are they gonna go with what's her name?
Oh yeah, Margot
as
Robbie.
Harley Quinn again?
Yeah, I actually saw one of her
Yeah.
costumes from the movie on display at New York Comic Con.
And
Okay.
another question: is she gonna dress up as her classical Harley Quinn
No.
outfit?
Unfortunately,
Here,
no.
I'll
Or is she gonna
post
look like a stripper?
Yeah, actually, she does kind of look like a stripper. Here, I'll post the
Yeah.
photo I took on Discord.
I mean, I guess the costume would look nice if they're gonna go with like the ones from, I guess, the Arkham games, because those were pretty cool.
Oh, I love the costumes from the Arkham games, especially Arkham City. Like, she
Mine
looks
was
like
nice.
something out of a Avenged Sevenfold video.
My favorite Harley Quinn outfit, not gonna lie, it's gonna sound weird, but if you translate it into human form, the Lego Batman movie Harley Quinn design, I thought was, if you translate that into a
I
normal
haven't
person,
seen that movie.
in a normal, if you translate that to a normal person costume, I feel like that'd be a great Harley Quinn costume design. It's a Lego
I didn't see that
minifigure.
movie yet. I heard it was really great.
Oh yeah, it's
Like,
hilarious.
that was a great movie. I've heard.
It's basically just a giant Batman parody.
My gosh, I heard they had a cameo for that. What was it, like the Batman from the early '80s? He was like really goofy.
Oh, they had-
I heard
no, they
that
had-
one had a.
Oh,
Yeah, they had a
Michael
cameo.
Keaton?
No, that was the good. No, that was the good one. They had a
he
cameo
didn't
of
very have much. There we go. It's in the meeting chat channel.
Yes. Birds of Prey. Oh, she looks like a bird.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's gonna have like that black mask over her eyes.
I don't know. She's probably just gonna have a bunch of makeup.
Makeup to look like a bird.
Alright, I'm just adding some very generic, because it goes with the music. I'm editing as fast as I can here, guys. I'm almost there.
Here, I'll post that photo on the public Discord.
Alfred reminds you of a cheerleader.
Yeah,
It's the pom
a
pom.
little bit.
Of all of the rogues gallery of Batman, all his foes, which one is your favorite?
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry. What was the question?
Out of all of the rogues gallery from Batman, all of his foes, which one is your favorite?
Probably Harley, honestly.
That's so hard. There's so many great ones. Two-Face is
Harley's
great.
awesome.
The Joker obviously is a
Well,
standout
it has
villain. Mr. Freeze,
Mr.
I love
Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Oh,
I don't
Well,
know.
he's
The Penguin?
awesome.
The Penguin's okay. I don't think I ever
Killer
thought of him
Croc.
as one of my favorites. Yeah, Killer Croc is another one of those like meh. He's kind of down there. I mean, he's got a good, cool backstory and stuff, but like compared to these other guys, you know, like Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Joker, those are the really interesting ones.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, I would say, is pretty good too. It depends on which Harley you're talking about, because unfortunately a lot of Harley Quinn content lately has taken the relationship with the Joker too seriously, as in like they're treating it like the Joker is well, I guess that's a flaw for the Joker and not so much for Harley, but I don't like it when they treat it where it's like an actual relationship, where it's the whole deal. The whole point is that it's supposed to be an abusive relationship. It's supposed to be this relationship that she's trapped in, that she keeps going back, and that's her mental flaw. Like a lot of the Batman So when you treat it like they're actually in love, and it's like, oh, that's not the same. But if
what do they call it? The Florence Nightingale effect, where doctors fall in love with their patients.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard of that.
That's what makes it. That's what makes Harley interesting, is when you do that. Oh, and when you also don't make her a female Joker, as in.
Yeah.
Because that's another flaw that I see with a lot of Harley Quinn adaptations, where they just make her a female Joker, where she's batshit insane and does all this crazy stuff. That's not Harley. That's the Joker. I mean, the Harley does some crazy stuff. Don't get me wrong, but it's like it's always not as crazy as the Joker. The Joker's supposed to be the insane one. Anyway, I'm almost
Hey, man,
done.
the new game is gonna be coming out pretty soon.
Wait,
I heard
what?
next year. They're making another Batman game. Yeah.
Like another Arkham game?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
2020.
Is Mark Hamill?
I can't wait.
I would hope so.
Mark Hamill.
Except
I
I
don't
think
know.
he actually retired from Joker.
Thing is, I mean, I don't know if it would make sense in the story as well, because in number 3, what was it? Like the third game?
Yeah, Arkham
I think
Knight.
it was Arkham Knight.
Well, it might be a prequel.
Batman conquered the Joker mentally.
Mm.
You don't know the story. Do you know the story at all? Of how it went? Have you played the game?
Yeah, it's pretty spoilery, so careful.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't play the games, but I watched the.
Rated M, most.
You have to play the games.
Well, no, that's
You
my
have
thing.
to.
That's my thing. I don't have time to play video games, unfortunately.
Sorry.
That's my flaw. But I watched
Boring.
I watched the YouTube movies that people uploaded of their gameplay.
Oh,
and
like just the cutscenes?
No, they
5-hour-long movies.
No, not the cutscenes. They integrated actual gameplay
full
into it,
game.
so it wasn't like
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
where you watch the cutscene and then the battle's over and you're watching the end of it. No, they integrated like the gameplay into it, so it was like you're watching them play. They also didn't have any it wasn't a let's play, so you didn't hear them talking. It was literally like just experiencing the game, just watching it instead of playing it. That's how
Watch that video. I know what you're talking about.
That's how I watched
Really
That's
nice.
how I watched the Arkham series. It was a good story. It was a good story.
Thing
It's a
is,
good story.
in those videos, the guy who's playing the game would never die, and he knows all the little ins and outs and tricks, so he'll live throughout the whole game, and he makes it as if it is a movie. So he'll cut in between scenes to make it go faster,
Yeah.
which is pretty nice. Because Arkham Knights is like a 6-hour-long game.
I
Going
played
one
it,
place to the other.
like, as soon as it came out, I played it in, like, one sitting. It took, like, 16 hours.
Mm.
Gosh, I would probably have died.
2 in
By
the
playing the
afternoon
game.
to 6 in the morning. I was just sitting in front of the TV just playing through
Damn.
it.
Oh, by the way, we hit our 30-minute mark, so it's time to announce the winner of the poll. Sorry to interrupt. Okay. All right, here we go. In first place, we have Medusa. Medusa won. So we're going to be drawing a Jenny Medusa.
79.
The runner-up is a tie between the werewolf and the mad scientist Jenny. And then in third place is Egyptian Mummy Queen. So running off one more time. First place is Medusa. Second place is werewolf. Is a tie between werewolf and mad scientist Jenny. And third place is Egyptian Mummy Queen. So we will be drawing later on in this stream the Medusa, Jenny, and if there's time, we'll do a quick sketch of some of the runners-up.
I might take some liberties.
Let's see.
Statues.
All right, I just need to get the logo in, and then I can export this final video. If I could just find the animated logo, that'd be amazing. That we did a long time ago. Are you it? Are you my animated logo? No. That was the logo when I was doing the April Fool's video. That's a different logo. I still have that on my hard drive. Where's that animated logo? I made it. It was made such a long time ago.
Oh, you mean the dinosaur logo?
No, not the dinosaur one. The it was in the PSA video where the title dropped down and then it went, you know that? I'm looking for that. Ah, well, no animated logo. Let's just get this thing exported, for crying out loud. I'll worry about it. It will be animated late when it's all said and done, but for now, let's just get this thing exported. Go. I got the title.
Test. As title.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's basically, yeah. What we're basically going to be watching when it's all said and done here is we're going to be watching the opening titles. Which is the first scene of the animatic.
So amazing. Sandwiches don't contain enough sand. That's the best.
Okay, bump this up back to normal volume. I'm also gonna completely admit the usage of that intro music, or the Halloween music here, has allowed me to modify this while listening to the music, and while the music I'm modifying was quiet, and so the Halloween music was loud enough to mask it. Okay. Looks like, I think we're ready. I'm gonna hit export, and then I'll upload it to YouTube, and then I'll link that in the chat.
Nice.
It's just angry sugar. Sugar's the best. Come on, guys. Sugar is amazing. Without sugar, oh, I would not be here.
All right, let's see. This is really catchy Halloween music. All right, so it's exporting now, the final video, and then I'm just gonna open up a YouTube page right now to get this upload up in progress. Almost there.
Let's follow Nathan in his harrowing journey of loading, exporting, and creating animatics for a
I need to see
YouTube
this.
video that'll only last 19 seconds. Will he ever succeed? Let's find out.
Welcome to the past 5 years of Nathan's life.
Okay, it's uploading now.
Sandstorm. What is that? What is Darude Sandstorm? I keep on hearing that. I've been hearing that.
That's the
since
song.
6
That's a
years.
song. It goes. Yeah, that's the gist of it.
All right, that's exported. We're that much closer. Okay, so it's uploading now. It's processing now. So it's ready to go, guys. So I guess the question will be.
Crashes.
Well, well, even if it crashes, I'll still be able to link it because now it's on YouTube. But it's unlisted right now. But I don't know if we'll. I think it'll stay unlisted. If I'm gonna make it public, I'm gonna make some disclaimers at the beginning that would just take more time right now. That make it clear that this is just a test preview of the full animatic. This isn't the full animatic. Yada yada yada. Because right now there's none of that. It just gets right into it. So I guess it's up to the chat right now. It's either we watch it now and then we draw the Halloween Jenny, or we draw Halloween Jenny first and save the animatic scene for the end. So I guess it's
Let's
up.
make a poll. Have that go for 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, let's make a poll. Have it go for an hour. Yeah, just like I'm just gonna wait for the chat's responses. It's either we watch the animatic bit now and then Halloween Jenny later, or Halloween Jenny now and then animatic later.
Save the best.
If it were up, completely leaving it up to the chat for this. because
I mean,
if
you
it,
let
if
him
it
wait.
were if it were up to me,
The
I would.
longest time.
If it were up to me, I would save the animatic for last. But I'm just gonna let them choose. I'm fine with either way.
That's pretty one-sided.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they're doing
It
animatic.
is.
first.
Yeah.
So excited
All right.
for the animatic because what the hell?
So I guess we're gonna be drawing Halloween Jenny later, and we're gonna be watching the animatic now. All right, so. All right, how we're gonna do this? Because last time it didn't work out so well, did it? Oh, I know what we're gonna do. It's on YouTube now. So I can put this in our Discord chat, so this time you guys can watch it at the same time. Yes, that is exactly what I'll do. Alright, so hold on. Nobody watch it yet. I'm gonna link it, but nobody watch it yet. We're gonna try to get this all together at the same time. So I'm gonna put it in the meeting chat. Again, nobody watch it yet. There it is. Alright. So, let's see. In order to do this, I am going to have to... but I want to get your guys' reaction. I'm going to have to mute myself. That's what I'm going to have to do.
Oh, guys.
I want
Be
to...
nice. For 0.
Let's see. I'll keep you guys running with your audio. Just make sure that the audio doesn't cross over. I'm going to have to mute myself. How am I going to do this? I guess I don't necessarily need to mute myself. I just need to display the video. Okay. All right. First of all, kill this Halloween music because we're about to do the animatic. All right, we're about to do the animatic, everybody. I'm going to get OBS here. I'm going to switch the screen capture that you've been looking at. You went from looking at a blank black screen to you've been looking at a blank document now for a while. Now we're going to go back to the blank. Now, unfortunately, we're going to be going back to the black screen for just a brief second here as I'm setting things up.
Hold on. I'm
It's
gonna
like
mute myself so I can hear this. Wait, is there gonna be any sound to it?
Yes.
It's gonna be like a delay.
But you're
though,
gonna
so
you're
that's
gonna be.
That is true.
All right,
Oh yeah,
hold
it's
on.
over here. I just saw it right now on the server.
You'll be. How am I gonna do this? Hold on, I'm trying to. I forgot how we did it last time, and that's what I'm trying to think right now. Okay. I have it pulled up in OBS right now. So this is the actual video. The chat doesn't have the link yet. All right, so how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? You guys have the link right now, so you're gonna be able to watch it. I have the raw video, so I'll be able to display it in the stream. And I'm about to link it in chat, so that way they'll be able to watch it without delay, without any like jittery. Because I know once I broadcast this, it's not going to go through very well. All right. Well, I guess. Let's see. On the count of 3, we are all going to play our versions of it, and I am going to link it in the chat, okay? So hopefully, if we sync it right, and when I say count to 3, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, play. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be on 3. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, play, and that on that play. You know, the beat after
the
3.
Y.
The beat after 3. The beat after 3. You know, it's like you're counting to 4, and number 4 is like that's it. So here we go. You guys ready? You got it loaded up?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And if you're watching it in the stream, I guess it'll be up to you whether you want it to be, because you can either mute the stream and watch it on the YouTube video, or you can have the if you can watch it on stream and I don't know, have some commentary. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. But here we go. I'm gonna link it in the chat. I'm gonna actually there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm gonna wait just a tad bit for the chat to catch up.
How long is the delay?
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay. There's a little bit of delay.
30 seconds.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay in the stream.
Jeez, that's a long time.
So here we go, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna link it in the chat. Actually, I should start playing it and then link it in the chat, because that should allow the time for the delay to catch up. Okay, here we go. On the count of 3, meaning play after 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Nick, hold on. I have to count. It doesn't work if anybody else counts. I have to count.
Play it.
Okay, on the count of 3, meaning after 3. 1, 2, 3, play. And now I'm gonna link in the chat right now.
Long distance shot.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Let's get into the new stuff.
What the hell? Okay.
That's reference.
There's Roblox, Jenny.
She is not a tidy.
I'm sure this will be CGI'd later on.
Yeah,
right?
CGI later.
Okay, the game.
Hazmat suit.
Hey, it's all over for me.
You outdone yourself. That was really good.
So that is the first scene of the entire activation day.
Man.
Woohoo!
Like, guys, you saw that was a
Oh, they're still
month-long
watching it.
process right there.
The stream is still catching up.
Me saying it's good, that doesn't do it justice.
The stream is still catching up. There we go. Now the stream is all caught up.
Nice work for both Sean and you, Nate. Well done, well freaking done.
Here.
Good to get
Bravo,
the opening
bravo,
over with.
Sina.
Now we.
Hands
The
off.
opening was hard. The opening was hard to plot out because you're plotting out all those robotic mechanics and like, how does this construction work? Everything that comes after this should be easier. I mean, we already have some scenes wrapped up with what comes after this, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, fine-tuning should be easier after this.
Hey, all viewers, that means that took a month long to make. So
Hopefully with the
Well, it was
CGI.
like
we
with
get an episode out.
well, it wasn't the only thing we were working on throughout the month, but
Listen,
all right, so now we can look at some questions.
Hello, Emmy
with the-
Awards and
amazing.
Jenny Wickman.
But any questions? Okay, here's one. Who did that music? Was it the guy from Dawn somewhere? I don't know what that means. It sounds a lot like of some of his music. Nazgul Guy 100, or Nazgul 100. I did the test audio, the test music. It is nowhere near final. That was just me. Legitimately, the secret to that theme, it's Jenny's theme, over and over again. I'm not even kidding.
But in a minor key.
Yeah, it's
But it sounds
it's even the beginning, or it's where it was like dun 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 dun, like all that stuff. That is just Jenny. It's Jenny's theme in a minor key, played on repetition, like really like repeating the notes. It's like if you just take those notes that I just sang and play them in normal, you get dun 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 dun. With a little bit more of a with an added, just like it goes down the I don't even know how to describe it. It goes down the keys where it goes like dun 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 dun, like it goes down that. But it's just me banging on the keyboard, basically what I'm trying to say. It's not anything special. I want to hand it off to the composer so they can actually make it sound a lot cooler. I just have to find my Logic Pro file that has the actual sheet music. So that way they can actually just get the file itself and not be worried about trying to recreate it. Let's see. And any other questions on that?
I'll just shock and awe.
I'm just honestly seeing if there's any other questions, because I know the chat needs to catch up with the what we're talking about. See, I'm still talking about the music in the live stream right now. That's how far behind it is. All right, get into the we do have to get to the drawing, so I will be switching screens now. Go back over to Photoshop. And so we can draw Medusa Jenny.
When you digitally draw, what do you prefer, Krita, or Photoshop? I know they're both really great.
That's
That's on Nathan's other computer back in Arizona, though.
well, no, I do actually have both Krita and Photoshop now, because the stuff I did in Arizona I had to open, so I had to download that program and then, like, you know, so I can open them back up. However, I do prefer Photoshop because that's what I'm that's what I know off the back of my hand. However, I don't want to discount Krita because Krita is a really good drawing program. Like, it's really good.
Surprisingly good for it being free.
Yeah, exactly. It's very surprising that it's free and that good. I just use Photoshop because that's what I know best. If I was looking for a free drawing program, because you have to pay for Photoshop, unfortunately. If I was looking for a free drawing program, Krita.
What have you done?
I spilled Skittles all over the place. That's what I done.
Oh
Knew
no.
it. I knew it was Skittles. Somehow. Oh whoa! I need to look up references of Medusa. Medusa. Wow, she looks weird. Wow, she looks really cool.
Let's see. Medusa Jenny. Medusa Jenny. Medusa is always more fun when she's more the mythological Naga kind of design. You know, the half snake, half woman.
Yeah.
It's not as fun when she's just a woman with snake hair. So let me get a basic design going here.
Unless it's like a half mermaid. Like the one from Cuphead.
Yeah. Cuphead was kind of clever about it. It was a mermaid that turned into a half snake. That was kind of clever. I'm thinking for a robot Medusa, though. This is going to be a little tough. How did they do that robot snake? They didn't do a robot snake. They did a normal snake. Never mind. That does not help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember that.
I
The
can
last
make...
episode, My Life Has Changed Robot. The robot snake.
I need to clean my desktop. I'm trying to look for my program, but I can't find.
Look up like a cartoony version. It's really hard to work with something if they're also photorealistic or paintings. Let's see.
Let's see. I can keep Jenny's basic round head and cheekbone. I think I'm gonna change the pigtails. Give her a little bit of a different. Well, obviously I have to. What the hell am I saying? Yeah, she's just gonna have a half snake body. I'm just not gonna do the snake hair. Medusa, what's that?
That? Well, I'll tell you because I took a Greek class. Medusa is this creature. Just imagine.
It's Medusa's also actually, well, I guess it depends on which version of the story, because the story of Medusa, I think the original story of Medusa is that she has no tragic backstory. She was born a monster, and she has 3 sisters, and they're the 3 Gorgons that they all kind of look similar, with ladies with snake hair and stuff. Later versions of the story get a little bit, they gave her a little bit more of a tragic backstory. And this isn't like modern history. This is like still, I think, Roman times where the new backstory originated, where she was she was born a normal woman, and then she became a priestess of Athena, and she was assaulted on Athena's throne, and then Athena, out of spite, blamed Medusa herself, even though, you know, she was Medusa was assaulted or something, and then Athena cursed Medusa. So basically, Medusa had a really bad day. Athena cursed Medusa, and then so that's another version of the story where how she became Medusa. Well, her name was always Medusa, but like, you know, that's how she became half snake lady thing. And then I think in another version of the story is that she wasn't really assaulted, and I guess this was more so going for like to not make Athena seem so much of an I mean, just flat out an asshole. Just to make her not so much of one, there was another version of the story where Medusa was not assaulted and was more so willingly went through with it, and so that way she was actually being punished by Athena, and so Athena was more so in the right in that one. So it really, the story Medusa really depends on which version of the story you're going for. You can
So
there's the
my
one
version is from the Pop-Up Girls. That's just the superior one.
Medusa.
that's Seduce. That's not the same.
Yeah, it is. 100%. What are you talking about?
Okay, we gotta have those eyes that turn people to stone. Is there any way to make those more robotic looking? Like maybe like it's a weapon that's in her eyes that makes people turn to stone.
Gosh, it sounds terrifying. Perfect for Halloween.
Oh yeah, let's do that actually. Let's make her eyes like if I can get close enough. We can make her eyes.
We all drawing one.
Like a stasis beam or something.
Yeah, I guess I'm too far away and my brush is too large. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make her eyes like have like the little grooves of a cannon on the inside.
Rifling is what that's called.
So
I think?
like,
I'm not sure. Never mind.
so it looks like. Although I'm not gonna lie, I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to do the hair.
Yeah, that one's gonna be tough.
Because you don't want to make it look.
Find that one drawing from before earlier today just destroyed my wrist. My arm is so tired. I don't want to draw this, but it's so cool.
Maybe
it's gonna be so good.
That's why
get rid of the
stretch first.
get rid of the pig. Get rid of her upper
What?
head like that. And then
But forget anatomy. Forget all that. It's a cartoon. You can stretch the physics.
I hate this tablet.
What is it?
It's like a little cheapo Wacom tablet, and it only works like just whenever it feels like it.
Oh, the struggles.
Yeah.
there we go.
There we go.
This is Jenny, a
Now-
robot.
Is Jenny a robot? Is that a question?
Oh, I just want to see a reaction.
I gotta make the tail a little bit more angular,
Are they
so
like-
it looks more like a robot. Because right now it's too smooth.
Hey guys, we have to also make sure we're not neglecting chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I haven't looked at it in a little bit. I gotta look at it right now.
I'm keeping an eye on it.
Has there been any other questions on the
yours.
animatic? Has there been any other questions on the animatic? By any chance? No, doesn't look like it.
The snakes would resemble living lasers like XJ2. That's from Ink Maker.
I'm kind of going what we did with Skullus, and I'm making her snake tail more like a bunch of rectangles that are or trapezoids that are attached to one another. Just segmented. Only instead of like her being flat, these trapezoids would be implied to be more round.
Also, Tuck suffering from this great, horrible illness.
Oh, you mean tuberculosis?
Yeah. I keep on seeing that in chat. What's with that?
I don't know.
I've also
First he's
been
stuck in a
noticing it
drawer,
in-
now he's got cancer or something.
What's been going on while I was like gone?
Look, guys, I know he's the worst of the main 5, but come on. Poor Tuck.
What do you mean? Tuck comes up with the best jokes that I remember in the cartoon. Like the
Alright,
best
how-
one-liners. If anything, I would think Sheldon would be the last out of the 5. I've also been seeing who would Jenny be with? Sheldon or Brad a few times.
Yeah, that's a topic for much debate.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? I think the more
Oh
logical
no,
answer
why would
be
you ask them
Sheldon.
that? Why would you ask them that?
Oh, I was asking you guys.
Oh, we can't answer that. We can't. That would be indicative of what we're actually gonna what's actually gonna be chosen. Because we do have to choose somebody at the end in the end game. So.
Thing is, I don't know what you guys are doing in most of the episodes. Once again, I'm only working on 2 episodes at the moment. Early on. So I don't know about all that stuff.
I hate this tablet.
No, I know.
I hate it so much.
Well, you compliment it. Maybe it'll be nicer.
I do have a question on.
I was making the phaser. I was making a phaser.
What's does someone had a question?
Piece by piece. You know what I mean?
I heard someone had a question. Was I imagining
I
that?
heard that too. What's
This was a majority of the animatic where, like, how does this machinery work and how does that correlate to what's on? You know, she was building her. I always hate when I have to come up with something like that in like a comic, animatic or something.
How did we make the sequence where it was building it? Me and Sean?
Yeah.
Well, I think Sean was originally the one who came up with the. Well, first we wrote it. Like first it was like written, like what was going to happen. Like we were going to follow. It's like camera follows this piece of strap metal as it's molded into a piece of like straight metal, and then that straight metal is melded into a weapon of some kind, and then that weapon is then taken by machines and then folded up, and then it's given to Wakeman. It's like we plotted out like what was going to happen. But it's different when you get to the part where you have to draw the machine whose purpose is to do the action that you just described it as, like in the script. And Sean was the one who originally did most of the drawings. There was a my drawings were the ones. Well, I shouldn't say that because some of my drawings were literally tracing over Sean's and just tweaking them a little bit. Let's see.
So what you basically did was write.
Okay, so Sean did the initial designs of the machines and the shots and everything like that. And then I went in and added a few of my own shot ideas of like some of the specific shots that I wanted, because just by from accumulating all these different storyboards, right? And then through that process, there was also some tweaks as well. Like originally, can I talk about that yet? I mean, I guess that's what we're going with. Yeah, okay. Originally, Wakeman was way less involved, and Wakeman was originally just going to be she was going to be handed off the parts of the weapon, and the parts of the weapon was going to be given to her, and she was going to make the weapon, and then she was going to give the weapon to the machine to take over to weld the Jenny. And then, but we thought midway doing the boards, we thought that was way too impersonal, where it was like it wasn't Wakeman constructing Jenny anymore, it was these machines that were constructing Jenny, when the goal was only to have the machines be kind of the helping hand. So that's when it went back in and changed some stuff around. So now the machines are building the weapons and all the intricate stuff, and Wakeman is taking the things that they build and putting it all together and making Jenny. So now it's like the machines are doing the lower stuff and the Wakeman's doing the workload, you know? The machines are making all the little robot parts, and Wakeman's the one who's constructing it, you know? And obviously it's implied that Wakeman also built those machines to begin with, so it's all part of the process, but
all part of the plan.
yeah, it's all part of the plan, but but a general rule of thumb is that, again, this is general because this doesn't apply to all the shots, because like I said, I traced over some of Sean's stuff and tweaked them a little bit. If you see, because we didn't get to we weren't able to convert all the shots yet. A general rule of thumb is my shots were the ones that were 19 by 20 by 1080, 16 by 9, and Sean's were the ones that were traditionally drawn and photocopied in. But again, that doesn't apply to all the shots, because there's a few shots in there that I literally traced over Sean's drawings and then tweaked. Like the whole point was to tweak them a little bit, so it, the part where Wakeman was in a hazmat suit and working on the core, that came late in the game. That was originally just Wakeman working at a table and constructing it herself. And we changed it to, okay, so this core is like high voltage, and it's like, oh, this is the thing that powers Jenny. It's very powerful. So she's going to be in a hazmat suit, and she's going to be behind glass, and she's going to be working on it that way. The shots were very similar, where you have the behind the back shot, you have the shot where you see the thing up close, and all these things like working on it. But now, instead of Wakeman hand holding the devices that are doing that and doing it at a basic test a table, now it's behind these protected glass windows that and she's in a hazmat suit, and it makes it more dramatic, and it makes it more like, this is really powerful and I have to protect myself. Human hands can't hold this.
You know this is dangerous. You
Yeah.
know this is dangerous.
Yeah, it ups the ante, it makes it more dramatic, and yeah, it gives more oomph to what's gonna be powering Jenny. So yeah, now that being all said, I think I've completed my Medusa Jenny. I feel like I want to change more of the body. Although I do feel like I want to change more of the body, because I feel like I didn't change enough. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, you know what? I can keep the basic shape, but I can change some of the line work. So it looks a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something.
Oh my gosh, she literally is half a snake.
I just thought of something.
I thought the light bulb tail would be.
Let's see.
You can go with
Greek.
something else.
I know exactly. I'm gonna go.
That's nice.
I'm gonna go exactly what I know exactly what I'm gonna add to make this a little bit more cool. I'm gonna add. Oh, I can't really tell on this angle, but I am adding it.
Trust me, everyone. I'm mapping it.
I'm gonna be
That's
adding
nice.
some Greek wear.
Ooh.
Fun fact: Medusa died in the hands of Perseus.
Yep, that's her ultimate fate.
Yes.
Gets her head chopped off,
Yep.
and then he uses that head to
Frees
fight a
the
monster.
king.
Fight a monster.
The
A lot.
more-
The movies will tell you it's the Kraken, but the Kraken is not a Greek monster. That's I believe
yeah,
it's
Scandinavian, I think.
yeah.
I could.
But he did. But in Greek mythology, there is a monster that he freezes into stone using Medusa's head. But just the movies will tell you it's the Kraken, but it's not. It's in
Then
Greek
he
mythology.
frees
It's not.
king.
Yeah, he does. I do recall that too. He does freeze some corrupt king afterwards. So
Come.
there we go. We changed up the body a little bit, so it's not just Jenny's body on top of this. Is there anything else I want to add?
How many arms does she have? What's her name? Medusa. How many arms does Medusa have? Is she like?
2?
Look what she looks like. Does she have like 4?
No, she's got 2.
Like General Grievous.
No, she's
Okay.
not. No, it's not a Grievous thing. When you go multiple arms, that's delving more into the insect category.
Does she have like a headpiece,
A what?
or am I thinking of like Egyptian stuff? You know, like a.
Oh, like a
No.
crown, like a head dress, like a crown sort of thing. Not
Like
usually.
in
Not usually, but I'm totally gonna add that now because I like that idea of giving.
yeah.
What does a snake look like? What do snakes look like?
All right, I think I got my Medusa done. My Jenny Medusa. I will wait for
Oh,
everybody
you
else
were
though.
quick.
I'm gonna wait for everybody else though, so I can screen share your guys' Medusa stuff too. Be sure to post it in the meeting chat.
Yeah.
So that way. Oh, someone did the mad scientist. Okay, so we're not just getting Medusa here.
Nice. All right.
Had to please.
I hope they can. They
So
can hear
is
you.
this
Yeah, they can hear you.
is this costume gonna be in the Halloween episode?
No, it's gonna be for our Halloween post. I want to kick up the holiday images again because I backed off them when St. Patty's Day this year rolled around. I was just too busy with a lot. I think around the time I was ramping up midterms all around St. Patty's Day this year. And then the same thing, similar situation happened with 4th of July where I was just very busy that day, so I didn't have time to do a 4th of July celebration. But we should be able to do one for Halloween. I want to kick off the Halloween images, get back to the holiday spirit again.
I'm gonna send it to you, the meeting chat. Might as well. Might as well. Let's see here.
Can
Export
Jenny?
that into a PNG image?
We got about 10 minutes left, so wrap up your guys' drawings so we can showcase our costume Jennies and wrap up. And let's kick up the Halloween music again.
Yeah, someone did do a nice scientist one. That looks really nice. Approved.
The Halloween.
I had a screw because you know the saying, she has a screw loose or he has a screw loose.
Guys, mine is very rough.
As
Don't
is
laugh.
mine. Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna actually
Alrighty.
finish this off because I do want to make a Halloween My Life Teenage Robot-esque drawing for myself. I know it's gonna take me ages.
Ah, I like what you did too. There.
I hate this program.
Hang in there, Eric.
You plan on getting a new pad
Oh, there we go.
tablet? When you plan on getting one?
I don't know. I don't know which one to get. Nathan, what kind of channel do you use?
I use
The over the
currently.
top one.
Okay, I have a Wacom. Both of my tablets are Wacom. That's the company that makes them. My old tablet was a Cintiq 13 HD, and my new tablet here is the Mobile Studio 16. Let's see, the 13 HD, the Cintiq 13 HD, was how it operated was it acted as basically a dual monitor where it was just like it showed the screen and I could draw on top of it. And that's all it acted as. And it was pretty good. And the current one I got, the Mobile Studio 16, it does the same thing, which how I'm using it now, where it can operate as a separate window or a separate desktop monitor. Or it can operate as its own computer, where you can unplug it from the computer and it has a version of Windows already installed in it, and I can just run it like mobile. However, the last time I used it that way, I ran it through just on its own without a computer to help it. It killed itself, where it something happened. I still don't. They didn't give me a report after the warranty repair. But it would not turn on anymore. It wouldn't I couldn't plug it into my computer, and I couldn't activate it as its own like tablet mobile studio. So I had to send it in, like I said, for warranty. Since then I haven't had any problems with it, but I googled it, and evidently my problem was not uncommon. I believe they actually released an entirely new model, a 2019 model that I think corrects this issue. I got mine.
Oh, nice.
I got mine, which is why it did this. I got mine a year ago, for holidays of 2018. So mine was not the updated model. So I'm fairly certain, like I said, they released a model this year that corrects the issue that mine had. And hopefully, when they repaired it, they upgraded it. I didn't get a summary. They upgraded it, so if I ever try to go mobile with it again, that it will not do that same issue. But all in all, if you're just using either or as a separate desktop monitor to draw on and do your art on, they work just fine. And they're good tablets. The Mobile Studio Pro 16, the only thing that it gave me issue with was acting as its own mobile studio away from another computer. But other than that, I can recommend them. If you're willing to. They are expensive, so they're not.
Yeah.
They're pricey. That being said, we're almost ready to wrap up here, so I'm going to start showing everybody's. We've been looking at mine for a while, so let me just explain it.
Okay, I'm just putting the final touches on mine.
All right, I'm going to explain mine real quick.
Nathan's going off.
Well, no, I got to explain mine now. I've just been letting everybody see it. The way I handled the snake hair was I did exposed wires that were cut, so they're just like shooting out electricity all the time, and they're just like always like up in the air, kind of being all like that. Like I said, I have cannons in her eyes that have the stone powers, or rays that turn people to stone. And then she's just got basically a robotic snake body where it's like segmented into trapezoid rectangle things. I added a few metal shrapnel spikes on the tail just for some flair. I added a light bulb rattlesnake tail. And then for the final touch, I gave her a Greek cloak and a Greek armor. It's not a skirt, but I don't know what to call it. It's the Greek armor thing that people wore at that time, where they were big. They looked like I They're not. No, that toga is the robe thing. I I don't know what the Greek skirt thing called. That's not a skirt. That's armor that is called. But I gave her that. I also gave her sharper. Also gave her sharper fingers. They're not round fingers. They're sharp fingers. And I also gave her. I don't know how to explain this robotically, but I also gave her fangs. But yeah, that's my Medusa. Let's move on to. I'm gonna open up a new screen share. Window capture. Okay. Google Chrome. I believe this is tear gases. Let me resize the image here so you can actually see.
We're about to find out.
Still can't see it. I'm almost still
Or I'll
resizing
finish
it.
it.
There we go. Now it's
It's
actually
a promise.
sized up. That's tear gases, I think. It matches his art style at least. Yes, it is. I just checked the who sent it. Yes, it is tear gases. Do you want to explain yours at all, or do you want the drawing to speak for itself?
Yeah, I will explain it.
Go for it.
Mine is just nothing but scribbles. All right, let's go. So almost the same thing as Nathan's. I'm going to go with that half a snake, half a robot. I'm going to keep her head the same. I'm going to change her eyes a little bit. Going to keep it more of a snake-esque type style. I am going to give her claws, same thing too. I'm going to change her belly button almost to a like a diamond, but with a circle in the middle. Let's see. I am also going to give her what's it called, like snake hair. But each and every single one of them are gonna have like their own eyes. They're gonna have their own little features, different from the other type deal. And sooner or later, I'm gonna draw a stone Brad sitting next to her.
Oh, that's. I was honestly gonna be thinking about. I was actually thinking about doing that for the Halloween image and having a bunch of stone counterparts of her friends, like. Obviously, it's all in costume, so they'd be like smiling. They'd be like doing silly poses in character. But I was thinking of doing that.
So it's a whip.
Let's see, and then let's see here. So that was tear gases. I'll move on to the next one. Let's see. I think the next one is going to be Atomic Geeks. I think Atomic Geek did the Mad Scientist backup, the runner-up. So there's the Mad Scientist runner-up. Is Atomic Geek in the stream right now, in the chat, or is he just?
He is.
Spooky Geek. There he is. Does he? Do you want to explain your drawing at all, or do you just want to let it speak for yourself, Spooky Geek?
I'm sorry, it's chopped.
Well, you're breaking up like mad.
Can I be heard? Can you hear
A little
me?
bit.
Yeah.
Explain it real fast before you break up again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to draw my Mad Scientist Jenny. She has a...
And he broke up.
Dang it.
Yeah. You're back.
There's
Going
not
real
really
fast
much
again.
to say about this. She's just a mad scientist.
All right. In my attempts to explain it, you seem to have given her a Wakeman-inspired body, or at least a Wakeman-inspired outfit with some weird, creepy potion, and some really creepy-looking goggles, where it was like one's a weird like stethoscope where the I think those
They
things
have like
on the
little magnifying.
yeah, that's what I thought. They're like little magnifying selection things that you could flip in front of it. Yeah, and then she's got a screw, and then she's got a literal screw loose. I see. That's funny. All right, Mad Scientist Jenny, very good job. All right, now I'll load up Eric's here. I think, yes, Eric's, Oh, it's all right. We got a different one entirely. All right.
Yeah, I took a few liberties, but it's still the Medusa one.
Oh, I see the little snake now.
Eric, maybe you should switch to Crotop.
Well, it's like hold
Yeah,
on. What is
maybe
it?
I should.
What do? All right. How do you pronounce this? Diwali Jenny.
Diwali.
Diwali Jenny, with a little bit of Medusa snake hair. What is it? What is the holiday today? What is the holiday today?
It's the Hindu Festival of Lights.
Well, happy Hindu Festival of Light, everybody. Here we have Diwali Jenny.
Diwali Kushubkanai. Kushubkanai. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know quite what I'm saying, but that's the holiday today.
All right. This looks funny. It's funny. I like it. It's
Just
funny.
one word from Nathan. All right.
No, I think it's funny. I think it's funny. All right. Well, that
Like
being
one little-
said, though, we have hit our 2-hour mark.
One snake.
So, I think we do need to wrap up here. Is there any more last-minute questions here? Like, any pertaining to the animatic, anything pertaining to Halloween, anything at all? Any questions about the reboot? We'll wait for that stream to catch up and ask some questions. Ba-ba-da-ba. Anything at all?
Everybody's like in awe of what they just saw right now.
Yeah, maybe they're stunned with all the costume designs and the animatic. It was too much. Next stream we gotta
What's
give a
with
little
them?
less. We gotta give less next stream.
I need to get better. So I can quit.
Plants 1,000. 10,000. Will Nathan dress up as a clown for Halloween? Not this year. I did the year of 2016. I dressed up as
Oh, jeez.
a clown, a scary clown. It wasn't just like a party clown. It was like a clown with sharp teeth. I had long claws, messy hair, that sort of
Oh,
deal.
Ronald McDonald.
No, it was.
I don't like
It was a
clowns.
it was a black and white clown. But no, not this year. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to be dressing up for Halloween this year. I'm honestly at a loss. Would the opening for the animatic
did
be
dress up
good
like-
for a teaser trailer? Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea to convert that into a teaser into a trailer for the actual episode. Not a bad idea at all. Jeremy Penna 17. Will any updates happen on the Halloween day? Well, I think we're gonna try to get out a Halloween celebratory pick, but other than that, I don't think anything else is planned. This is one we get commonly. What are you guys going to do after you finish Teenage Robot Rebooted? Says Jenny Wakeman.
Separate ways.
I'll answer mine,
Could
then
you
I'll let everybody else answer. I have no idea. I have a few. I know I'm not going to be rebooting anything else. I have my own ideas in mind to do original works, and I want to pursue that. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do after Teenage Robot Rebooted. Whatever it's going to be a hobby, because this has always been a hobby. So it's like whatever I take up after is going to be just another hobby. But what are you guys thinking?
Here's the thing. A lot of us just doing this at once, in a sense, we are teaching ourselves doing this. Some of us are really brand new getting into this animation, cartooning stuff. And by the time this is all done, I'm going to probably guess a lot of us are still going to keep each other as probably contacts, knowing that we all trust each other for doing all this
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
long work type deal.
Yeah, probably for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's how the industry works.
yeah, it's a really cool thought in a sense because it is a lot of work, and it does show as the time progresses. I mean, what you've seen right now, what Nathan had just posted. I mean, that's just a little snippet of something that'll be so massive in the end. Man,
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy, you know. And once it's
See?
all over, of course, we're all probably gonna go our separate. Of course, we're all gonna go our separate ways, doing our own stuff. That's just how it's gonna. That's how it's gonna end out, you know. Some of us are probably gonna regroup again to do another certain type of project. Not a reboot, but more like an actual professional type deal, like something from Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, or Disney. I think that'll be the case in the end, pretty much.
Yeah, cool. Anybody else gotten anything specifics before we move on to any other questions?
Yeah, basically the same thing. I might like try pursuing music after it's all said and done,
Cool.
but I'll probably also be sticking with animation. But yeah, and basically I'm really enjoying working with these people, so I'm down for anything they have planned.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right. Is that everybody? Anyone else have anything else to add?
I'm planning on sticking.
Oh, poor Spooky Geek, you're breaking up so much.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. It's your connection. It's the connection's fault.
The satellite in space, it hit an asteroid.
This is also. I should also note while Eric was talking, I drew up. This is another drawing by Spooky Geek. It appears to be a mix between Medusa, Jenny, and a potted plant. I think. Don't quote me on that. It gives me Audrey 2 vibes a little bit. But I could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong. He's breaking up right now, and I feel bad.
Like how it sprouted all the little plants.
Yeah. All right. XJ0 topic for next stream. Let's see. When is the next stream?
And
Thanksgiving.
Ooh, is it Thanksgiving weekend?
I doubt it.
let me check. Let me check.
What is it? The Thanksgiving weekend
Like
is
I
always
would be all
the
thankful for.
one.
It's gonna be November 24th.
Ooh, that ain't gonna
Which,
work.
no, that's not Thanksgiving weekend.
No, because Thanksgiving weekend isn't Thanksgiving the 21st.
No, Thanksgiving is the 28th.
Oh, okay. That should work then. Never mind. The 24th should work then. I thought the 21st was Thanksgiving. So yeah,
No,
November
there's
24th
nothing
should work.
happening on the 21st.
November 24th should work for the next stream.
The next topic. The next topic's gonna be what we are gonna buy on Black Friday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The next topic. Oh gosh, I don't even know. Hopefully by then we'll be premiering the entire part 1 instead of just the opening scene. Or at the very least already uploaded. So that being said, oh, there is another one question I missed. Will y'all post any storyboards, clips of your work soon? Not part of the actual reboot, but like a small teaser. I think maybe that would make viewers more confident and excited. Small animation clips. Well, we just posted the animatic, like the animatic of the opening shot. I don't know if you were watching for that. The link is somewhere up in the chat stream somewhere. In terms of small animation clips, we're not on animation yet. But we will probably be doing that when we get to animation. We'll be posting some non-spoiler animation clips. So
I think one of our next moves should be deciding. Actually, I probably shouldn't say this on stream. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I know what you're gonna ask. I think I know exactly what you're gonna ask, or what we need to decide on. But yeah, we can't say that on stream yet. Anyway, that being said, I think we're gonna wrap up here, guys.
Wait.
Oh,
wait, one more thing.
What's up?
So we all said the same question of like, what are we all gonna do? Spooky Geek said, that he has an original cartoon series, and he learned more about animation. He has a comic book and a cartoon idea, and maybe an animation movie involving D&D.
Oh, that is really cool.
Oh,
And he has a
nice.
cartoon series about superheroes. And then he
That's all
yelled out,
spooky.
"Please!" All right, my deed
All
is
right.
done. So he wants
All
to
right.
do all that, which is pretty cool.
Okay, that does sound really cool.
Hmm.
Alrighty. So that being said, guys, we're gonna wrap. Yeah, I don't see any other questions here.
Do you have your clothes on? Says Mommy TV.
Yes,
I knew I forgot
think
something.
I think we're somebody here stark naked. Anyway, all right, guys, have a happy Halloween. Stay safe out there. Thank you guys for coming down. And yeah, see you guys.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween. Bye bye.
You really should come nigh.
All right, goodbye, everybody. See ya.
Wrong.